This week, the city of Galveston is hosting its first Navy Week since 2008. The big event brings sailors from across the fleet to the area to showcase the importance of the Navy to Galveston and our state. Joining us live this morning to talk more about the festivities is Lieutenant Delaney Quinn and Lieutenant Patrick Caldwell. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so it's been almost 20 years, right? It's been a minute. Remind folks on what this event is all about.
Yeah, good morning again. So a Navy Week is designed to bring the Navy to communities that don't necessarily interact as much as other branches like the Army and the Air Force.
Yeah, we brought a lot of local Texas sailors to come visit, coming a lot from Houston and surrounding areas, and we got to visit one of our college stomping grounds, or alma mater. We're both graduates of Texas A&M at Galveston.
Yeah, so obviously the Navy has deep connections with communities all across the country. Talk to us about what makes these connections so strong and yet so important for our communities, for our citizens, and for our country.
So freedom of the seas. Galveston, being a maritime community, thrives on maritime industry, fishing. Without the Navy, that would be impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even at Texas Maritime Academy produces a lot of merchant mariners. So interacting with them and a lot of the merchant fleet that comes out here is a really good opportunity, especially for MSC and stuff like that.
Yeah. Lieutenant Delaney, I understand you're a native Texan, originally from Austin. Talk to us about your journey, what inspired you to join the Navy, and what advice you have for others considering a career in the military, especially our young women watching.
Yeah, so my family has a lot of military background. Both my grandfathers were in the military, my brother's in the military, my uncle's in the military, and I really wanted a structured lifestyle that I could serve with. So when I went to college, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I got a degree in marine biology, but I joined the NROTC at Texas Maritime Academy. And from my freshman year on, I just decided that's what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to serve. And from there, I commissioned out, went as a surface warfare officer. I got to be on an aircraft carrier for my first tour. And then I got an automatic lat transfer into the METOC community, which is meteorology oceanography. And from there, I've got to help ships out in Pacific Fleet with weather forecasting. And it's been a really cool experience helping ships that I've been on personally, and knowing kind of what the lifestyle is and helping them guide towards storm avoidance and all that type of stuff has really meant a lot to me. Any advice I'd give for the young women: do what you want to do. Don't let people hold you down. If you want to do a job that's in a male-dominated field, go for it. You got this.
Yeah, that's so exciting. And I'm so glad you spoke about your experience, which sounds like it's off the traditional path, right? When people think of military, they sort of think of certain roles, and to hear that your role brought you into meteorology, for example, is really incredible. It's very unique. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Lieutenant Caldwell, I understand you're a Houston native, graduated from Clear Lake High School. Talk to us about your journey and where your time in the military has brought you to the different places.
I think, like a lot of young people, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted to travel. So I think the Navy and the military as a whole was the best avenue for me to accomplish that goal. With the Navy, I've visited 16 countries, so I think I have definitely met my mark.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I always say traveling has been my greatest teacher, and I'm sure you can attest to that as well. I hear you also often dress in period uniform. Talk to us about why you do that and the connection that bridges between the Navy's past and its present.
So my job, my day-to-day job, is I'm the operations officer on the USS Constitution, which is the oldest warship afloat in the world today. It's America's ship of state, and we are victorious in over 33 at-sea engagements. We still dress in period uniform when I'm not wearing this. I wear that. It's a big, great coat and very large hat, but what it does is it ties the Navy of the past to today's Navy. So whenever people visit us in Boston, Massachusetts, they can see what life as a sailor back then would have been like.
Okay. Lieutenant Caldwell and Lieutenant Delaney, thank you both so much for your service, and thank you for your time this morning. We do appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.